we going to the ball? When night falls, the abyss speaks to you in your slumber. Envoy of the abyss, herald of its will you sing of the glory and gloomy splendor of the shadows? Once the darkest hour comes, the time of hiding will be over. The dolor, ardor, fury in their hearts await only your command. Whose hearts? The mortals shall know through the words or blood of the abyss. Draw the prodigal one nigh. You still haven't told me who this prodigal one is. Silence follows. Why can't you tell me their name? Within the abyss lies no self and no name. Has the abyss ever used your name or Atreus or Alphion's? Never. You want to ask more questions, but your eyes open to the light filtering through the window. You woke up. You hurry to get dressed. An alley nearby is the perfect place for your rendezvous. I think it's a spelling error. You focus intently on Atri. I need you. A moment of silence passes, and you expect her to emerge in the shadows, except she doesn't. Something happened to her. The shadows underfoot flow from you to form a dark pool. The shape begins emerging from the darkness, indistinct at first, made of wisps and whispers. Hey! Oh, she's bloodied. It's Atri. She pushes herself away from the shadows, which linger on her tattered clothes and frail skin before returning to their place. I am here. She looks worse than usual. Without the hood to conceal her face, you can see boils and scars that course through it. Some old, some new. The dry skin on her lips cracked open, and a droplet of blood gathers on the wound like a gem. What troubles you? You okay? Your concern is met with a wolfish grin. Best not to focus on it when I don't need it. So tell me, why did you call me here? Her stance relaxes once it's clear you are in no immediate danger. It sounded urgent. It's about the abyss. Alphion should hear of this too. Her eyes dart toward the shadows, like she desperately craves them. I'll go fetch him. He shouldn't take too long once I tell him you are requesting him. He likes me, or something like that. She dives back into the shadows, and you are left to wait. Before you can grow bored, the notes of a song reach your ears. It's a tune you recognize, the one that Alphion created with you a night or so ago. The vocals are high-pitched like those of a child, and occasionally off-tune. I'd stop that if I were you, Squirt. The singing ends abruptly. You leave the alley to intervene. A Laverna with scars on both sides of her mouth is hovering over a little girl, tiny enough to be swallowed by the woman's shadow. Oh, fuck off. Really? I'm gonna start humming the tune myself. Her head whips around, you have her attention, but she is still too close to the child for comfort. Look at this! A miss with a death wish. You smile as the notes you hum flow from verse to refrain. Mine was a warning. The ruffian cracks her knuckles and stomps towards you. Why don't you? Help! There's a Laverna here! The child pricks your eardrums with her screech before the ruffian can turn her attention to the little girl. You? I'm not gonna break her wrists. I will, like, hold her in place. Darkness! The shadows are always happy to oblige. They coil around the ankles like snakes, rooting her in place. What the? Panic surges in her when she cannot take a step. The shadows gorge themselves on her fear, growing even stronger. And then, the windows and doors all around the little square open. A Laverna, here! Her panic turns white-hot and reveals her ugly heart. If the roles were reversed, if she found someone in distress, she knows exactly what she would do to them. Twisted as she is, she believes everyone else would do the same. An old man shakes his walking cane in the air. Yeah, that's right, you tell him, people. You thief, liar, and scoundrel. Beast most inhumane. Alphion would be proud to have his little verse quoted like this. You should tell him. Get out of here. As soon as the woman leaves, the child skips next to you. She did not hurt you with that itty-bitty face of hers, right, miss? She did not. Thank you for rescuing me. The child giggles and resumes singing. Kids got balls. Good for them. You return to the alley, relieved to finally see the results of your plan after so much waiting. Ooh, he braided his hair. Different hairstyle. Damn, alright, buddy. And we're back. The shadows stretched and thinned to let Atri and Alpheon out. Your hair. Your heart aches for a moment at the absence of his long silver braid, and then your eyes lose themselves in the grooves of his new braids. I told you I'd change it for the dance. He blows his silver locks out of his face with a smile. Do you like it? I love it. Good to know. It suits you because it looks so needlessly time-consuming and impractical. Thanks, Atri. Ah, a rare compliment. Even if it is backhanded, I'll take it. Atri graces you with a grin before forcing it off. Why did you need both of us, Chussie? That's straight to the point. You take a moment to arrange your thoughts. Alpheon knows this already, and Atri, but it's important for us to be in accord. The darkest hour draws near. In 2 days, most of the nobility will retire to the Forester's Hide to attend a matchmaking party, the Queen's Dance. Such a spectacle is no match for the glory of the Abyss. Okay. You will be in attendance. You nod, as will I. A moment of silence passes among you. Of all the people in the city, it wants you to show its glory to the nobles first. Through words or blood, yes. At the time of secrecy is over. It'd be straightforward if it wasn't for something else, the prodigal one. Our mysterious envoy who created the false sun, whoever they are, they have more restraint than I do. Could they just not even introduce themselves to us? In a remarkable display of self-restraint, Atri bites her lip to stop herself from saying something, and a drop of blood falls from the injury to her chin. She wipes it off of her sleeve. With her sleeve, I guess. Alpheon, what did the Abyss tell you? His usual antics are replaced by a somber frown. The mortal shall know of the Abyss, it said. Through your yoke, most sweet, draw the prodigal one nigh. The mortal shall know of the Abyss through the tender gift of fear. She pauses. Draw the prodigal one nigh. It's all fine and dandy, except we know nothing about them, not a single thing. So we got yoke, fear, and power. Okay. It must be someone much more ancient than I am, and powerful enough to conceal their presence from us. But you dare equate age with power now. Not only power, politics. I always found it peculiar that Four Winds never introduced themselves to us despite the city's tie with Banu Havidar. Oh. Oh? That might be the case, but one of them, Shiroko, has introduced himself to me. What? When? Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want to keep it from you. I forgot. Shiroko showed himself to me a month or so ago. He's tied to the shadow of the Chosen, his Chosen, and can only roam freely in the Palace of the People, the Havidian Embassy, not because of magic, but because of an accord with the Prodigal One. Right. See? Politics. I take it that this Shiroko couldn't tell you anything about his friend. You shake your head. The gall. The mortal shall know of it through words or blood, the Abyss said. Alpheon's sweet yoke, Atri's violence, and your own will be revealed during the Queen's Dance. Are you gonna follow the orders? You gonna listen to him? Nah. Alpheon. It's clear she does not share his disregard for the Abyss's plans. You don't imagine unearthing the Abyss would be easy given the almost universal love for the goddess. I don't share. False Sun needs to be exposed for what it is, a sham. You are mortal, none of this would concern you. I don't know what I would say here. I don't know what the answer would be. What would make him happy? This would concern you. I don't want to give up mortality because I don't think Alpheon wants to give up his immortality either. Love for the goddess. Expose. When exposed to the truth, would her priests and priestesses serve the Abyss instead, you wonder? Or would Brother Mattia and Aleste be firm in their misled beliefs? My son has arrived. Hi, Toes! Hi, Totos! What you doing, Toto? Atri wipes off the sheen from her forehead, leaving a web of broken blood vessels where she touched. I must rest. I hope that by resting you don't mean slinking back into the shadows, because that's not going to fix you. Os, lay down. Lay your little cat butt down. Good boy. Good Stinky. I'll stop hiding when you decide to take some responsibilities. No. It's my turn to give you grief. She ignores him. Before I leave, Chussie, one last thing. There is a reason the Abyss needed you before revealing itself. It's because of that I defer to you when it comes to the darkest hour. Oh, shit. Well, then, Admirable, you're more decisive than I. What about you, Alpheon? What about you, Alpheon? You'll have to convince me, my love. I don't want to give Carolise my yoke. He reacted just as you thought he would. She bows to you. I really need some rest. Alpheon, are you coming with me? He wraps his arms around you from behind and rests his chin on your head. Ah! Yes. Absolutely. 100%. Smash. What do you think? A simple no would have been enough. Her bite is gone, replaced by a kind smile. She steps into the shadows, undoing her mortal form to become pure darkness. I do kind of like the vibes. Short silver hair, a bunch of braids. It's interesting. Why would she keep doing this to herself? Alpheon rubs his face against your hair. But enough about her. I have an idea. How about we leave this desolate alley and take a walk to the city? I'd love that. I do need to go somewhere. I still don't have a Dogadi mask. Right. Oh yeah, I gotta get my mask. You crane your neck to kiss him. Let's go. Yippee. Despite being a creature of shadows, just like you, Alpheon is radiant like the sun. Light catches in his warm eyes when he looks at you. The happy wrinkles that form around them when he smiles loosen arrows straight to your heart. You barely notice where you're going, captured as you are by his familiarly handsome yet different appearance. You've been looking at me a lot. Since when do you mind? I don't. If I knew that sprucing my hair up would have this effect on you, I would have done it earlier. What effect? He chuckles. I like it when you stoke the fire of my vanity. It is one sin I enjoy. You raise an eyebrow. Don't make that face. It's true. I've kept my lust in control for the past month or so. Commendable effort. No, wait. No, I really wish you had it. We could have fucked a long time ago. He stops in his tracks. His voice lowers to a whisper that rumbles in his chest, and in yours too. Just as I wish I didn't have to. Hey! With a single look, he promises you scorching nights together, but when you blink, you see the fire from his eyes gone, replaced by fear. Soon, my dear. He brushes the hair away from your face. I will be yours in immortality, just as you will be mine. His touch lingers. Close as you are to him, you crave his scent, wondering if he'll ever let you bury your face in his neck to enjoy it fully. His chuckle is breathy. You know I can feel what you want to do. Anne, would you like it? He nods with glassy eyes and a wolfish grin. Fuck! Oh! Yes! You enjoy his presence with the sun kissing your skin. Have I told you yet that my little tune has been getting the Laverna's knickers in a twist? I just heard someone quote the refrain of your song. His mouth forms a delighted perfect oh. Oh. Really? The sun is high in the sky and you're close to Malik's shop. Time with Alpheon passes so quickly you almost forget that you still need a mask. Oh, it's already time to part ways. You stand on your tiptoes to kiss him. He cups your face with such gentleness and your heart melts. The touch of his lips is like a feather on yours. When you part from him, his hands slide slowly over your neck, fan over your shoulders. You always like how big his hands feel, and how unlike yours they carry warmth. His thumb plays with the collar of your blouse. I must go. Another kiss is all he allows himself, and you can feel his desperation in the way his jaw clenches. He wants to lower his hands, he wants to part his lips. Come on, Toast. There we go. I'll see you tomorrow. Farewell. He pulls away, as reluctant as you are. Must you go? He flicks one of the ruffles that frame his plunging neckline. You're not the only one who needs to get ready for the dance, I'm afraid. All right. You hate to see him go, but his back is a sight for sore eyes. Hate to see him leave, but love to watch him go. However it goes, hate to see him go, love to watch him leave. I don't know. Dyslexia kicked in. He looks above his shoulder to wink at you. How feeling so unfair. Let me get my mask. A curtain is drawn over the open door of the Hands of Piety, concealing its treasure trove of jewelry and curios. You pull it aside and walk in. Hey, Silas! I swear it's real gold. Should be much heavier then. Who says that? You didn't expect Silas to be here. Oh, Chissy. Is that a trick to grift me out of the coin? Because it's not going to work. I'm gonna stay silent. She's really there. Yeah, and fish can fly. He holds his tongue and instead addresses you. Please say something. Surprise! With the comically large eyes, she whips her head around to look at you. What are you doing here? Malik pretends Silas didn't just sweep the coin off the counter while talking. I'm looking for a mask of Dogati design, one that covers the full face, and with a handle. That's oddly specific. I should have some, but they're quite old. It shouldn't be a problem as long as it fits the dress. Dress? I have a party to attend tomorrow. Her eyes turn wide and then confused. Not the Queen's dance, right? The same one. No way! Why didn't you tell me you'd be going? I found out 2 days ago. Does that mean I'm also going? I have a gig there. How nonchalantly she reveals that Laverna have a stake in the party. Damn, okay. 3 pairs of eyes are better than one, and you soon amass a discreet collection of soulless wooden faces, masks, not all of Dogati craftsmanship. Some have scratches on the varnish, others are chipped or have missing jewels. How come you have so many? There are foreign curio with no practical purpose here in Carolis except to be pawned off. Do they fetch a nice price? He looks at the cloth tag of the closest one, a wooden mask with a droopy silken net over the forehead. Some did, before time ran its course. The last piece of the collection is a simple white mask with a couple of scratches on the smooth, varnished surface. It's a bit too simple compared to the dress, especially given Anelia's idea to add feathers to it, but Malik could help you embellish it. You happen to have peacock feathers in the shop? Not loose, no. Why use real ones when he can paint them? Ooh, I want you to paint them. I am terribly out of practice with the mixing of colors. My voice, it's dying. my tissues. I am terribly out of practice with the mixing of colors. I compensate you, of course. House Fidelio is paying for the mask after all. Will you two help me with the shop while I do that? If you pay me for that. Silas blows you a raspberry when you frown at her. Leave it to us. Empty ink pots are repurposed into containers for various pigments and oils mixed together to find a good balance between consistency and intensity. Fully focused on the task at hand, Malik is quiet, not brooding, when he enjoys what he is doing, and that gives him a sense of purpose. Silas pulls you aside to whisper, I don't want to disturb him, but this is deathly boring. You can leave, but then I won't get paid. For her, the silent wait is torture. Did I tell you how I'm getting to the dance? Blah 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 blah. Not yet, I'm all ears. I forged a copy of the invitation, but it's unsightly. The plan is to have dogs eat it before anyone can look at it. What? That earns her Malik's frown. She lowers her voice to whisper excitedly. That sounds straight from a play. You explained to her what Alessia had told you about the plan. Huh, you know, it might be perfect diversion for some sneaking around, if you know what I mean. I hope you pull it off. After hours of painfully precise work, Malik places the mask in front of you. What do you think? Impossibly detailed peacock feathers have been painted on the mask's forehead. The rich blues and greens have a beautiful shimmer to them. You did see him add ground glass to the pigments. Oh, interesting. Malik, it looks stunning. It does. You're really good at this. Glad to hear you like it. Do you want to keep the mask here until I arrange the payment? There's no need. I trust that you'll keep your word. But be careful. The paint is still wet. The old mask, what you thought would be a weak spot of your disguise, is now the most convincing piece. Hell yeah, I want to see what we look like. Mortals twist their very nature, for rays of the false sun conceal the truth. Free them. This is your mandate. Okay. Harbinger of the darkest hour, their blood sings for you. Okie dokie. Ouch, gentle with those things. From the hallways you share with Aleste, you can hear her room is in shambles. One servant is lacing her braids with golden dust. Another is crushing red paste into a small mortar. Draped in yellow silks and pure gold, Aleste has never looked more beautiful. Serena Ipsissima. God damn it, Ipsissima. Would you need makeup underneath that mask? I don't plan to take it off. It would be smudged underneath the Dogati mask, Lady Fidelio. I told you it's Aleste. My apologies, Aleste. You haven't seen the mask yet, have you? With pride, you present her Malik's latest creation. How did you manage to find something that goes so well with your dress? My friend Malik fixed this old thing so well you'd hardly believe it's a decade old. Before she can say anything, another servant enters your field of view. Miss Veneer, you should get ready as well. You give Aleste an apologetic smile and follow the handmaid. Ooh, peacock dress! Fitting into the dress is the easy part. Confidently, your measurements, Anelia has tailored it to account for your narrow shoulders and small bust. It fits like a glove. Sitting still while unguents are applied to your hair, however, is painfully boring. Jessie, I hope I'm not bothering you. Of course not. Silent and I bit my tongue. Owie. Silent and efficient, the servant doesn't seem to mind his presence. Aleste wanted you to know that she plans to be fashionably late, not rudely. Did she tell you what she meant by that exactly? You have a shy of an hour left before you need to depart for a fashionably late arrival. The pin she's using to secure your locks in the place stabs into your scalp. It'll be lonely here without you two and Ascanio. What will you do? I was taught crocheting when I was younger. Perhaps I could pick it back up. Hey, make a blanket. Think you'll be that bored, huh? Without anybody around? Yes. Now that you think about it, all his interests, chief among them bocce, require other people. Raise your hand, miss. Another pin stabs you. Ooh, fancy. Brother Mattia engages you in idle chit-chat until you are ready. Just as you think your ordeal is over, another servant enters the room and places a small box in your lap. Jewelry for the occasion. You don't have any earring holes, miss? The servant produces a long needle and a lemon. Oh my god. They're piercing my ears right now? The sting doesn't hurt nearly as much as the biting juice of the fruit. They pierced my ears! You have completed your transformation. Ooh, I like my little peacock mask. And with the mask, I am now Serena Ipsissima. I'll be honest, the wooden smile is unnerving. Good, that should make people keep their distance. But what if they address you? I'll try my best Dogati accent. Miss Veneer, the carriage is here. Brother Mattia traces a full symbol of the goddess in the air. May dusk favor your trickery. May the prime bless you for protecting Sister Aleste from her family. And may dawn grant you the ingenuity to deal with those nobles. Thank you, brother. You appreciate his intentions, even if you have no faith in the false sun. Bathed in pure radiance, the streets of Carolis scroll beyond the carriage's windows. Homemakers and house cats are too preoccupied with their daily affairs to look at you. Those that stare back at you would never step into a carriage like the Fidelios, nor know what it's like to have a private slice of shade pulled by horses. Some are jealous, some are indifferent, others are enraged. That's valid, honestly. Soon enough, the streets turn to gargantuan northern gates, and the houses become rarer, the trees abundant. Aleste's eyes are closed on the way to the forester's hide, and her hands collected in worship. I won't say the word. Say your prayers. It soothes her, and that's enough for you. After all, you are not the one who needs to renounce her vows of priesthood and mourning to be treated like marriage stock by her house. When the canopy turns garish with drapes, you know you have reached your destination. I want to see my man. House Aquilia has stolen acres of forest and tamed them into a garden. A small troop welcomes those fashionably late with a song loud enough to drown the chirps in the trees around you, but not the eager barks of the hunting dogs. You recognize a certain garish jacket among the musicians. My man! Every flag fluttering around bears the fantastical heraldry of the house, that of the haloed eagle with 4 feet and 3 pairs of wings. Here we go. You don the mask, not as Chussie, and definitely not as La Grande, but as Serena Ipsissima Venir. With the valet's assistant, you step out of the carriage. The refreshing scent of the forest envelops you, mixed with the hearty notes of the meals being prepared inside. You and Aleste turn heads. Is it because she came back after renouncing her title? Or is it because you feel familiar, yet are lost, just like the foreigner you're impersonating? Strangely enough, Alphion isn't given a second glance by the crowd, despite being his usual, ridiculously beautiful self. Oh, he just buttoned his shirt up. You know what? That's fine. He still looks hot and we match. I'll take it. He approaches you with an easy smile, and you notice his jacket, for once, is closed. My eyes are up here. But your tits are down there, and those are way prettier. Geese. How beautiful they are. You place your fingers underneath your mask. Kiss them, and then brush them against his lips. Oh! Damn, that's a power move. You make my heart ache in that dress. That's how sublime you are. He's such a flatterer. He's ignoring that unnerving mask. You must be Alphion, her beloved. I didn't expect you to attend as well. How could I have missed such a stupendous occasion? Before you ask me about my invitation, I can come and go as I please, more or less given my musical talents. Doubtful, she hums. Miss Venir, you remember that this is a matchmaking party, yes? It's best to not act as if you were an item already. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that too much. Oh, come on, really? You used a little magic on her? The shadows shift subtly on his face, and has everyone around him in his thrall? He has everyone around him in his thrall already, save for you and Aleste. Oh. Shall we go? Nature has been beaten into submission to turn the grove into a pleasant path. Do I even need a mask with you around? What do you mean? Aleste's expression turned empty as he speaks. Concealing your beauty is a sin, but I keep it on in case I get sloppy. Have you seen how many people there are around? My throat is dying. I'm okay, but oh my god. Oh my god. I probably have to stop here shortly. We're at the 3-hour mark anyway, but like, oh my god, my throat. We'll get to the start of the dance. Alright. Your invitation would never stand up to scrutiny, but with Alphion's presence, it won't even be an issue. Hell yeah! Let's go manipulate. Hey, failed to produce a convincing copy of the invitation. That's alright. Your invitation, please? Guards flank the entrance in their fineries, stoic despite the heat. The valet throws but a glance at Aleste's scroll before announcing her to the main hall. Lady Aleste Hakuma Savina of House Fidelio. Aleste Hakuma Savina? No wonder she insists people call her only by her first name. With a deep sigh, she collects her skirts and steps into the den of wolves. Before the valet can ask for your invitation, Alpheon grins. Shall we have some fun? Ah, hell yeah! What do you have in mind? I need a title for myself, something really out there. How about... the outrageous, luscious Alpheon. I love a dream come true of a man, because that's just gonna get him so many eyes. Aren't you so darling? He whispers something in the valet's ear. Impossibly handsome, impossibly talented, with skills that will let you see the heavens, but only if you're his beloved! Ah! This man's got a tongue! Oh! Oh my god, yes! Alpheon. He struts inside, leaving you with your mouth agape, ensorcelled by him. The nobles are none the wiser. Even the valet has no idea what he just said. This man just said he has the golden tongue. Jesus Christ. He turns towards you with a mellow smile. Is he going to come up with a ridiculous title for you too? From the arms of Alpheon straight into the ballroom. But look, but don't touch. The one and only Serena Ifissima. This bitch. Look but don't touch. Okay. He didn't know what to expect, yet you were still shocked. He walked inside without following etiquette and find Alpheon laughing at his own joke. Look but don't touch? I've seen how breathtaking you look. Can you blame me for wanting you all for myself? Already yours and only yours. He knows it. You know it. Yet it still makes his eyes glint to hear it. This little shit.